today we've invited Stacey, McClellan, substance use prevention educator, and Bethany, Pace-Danley, program manager of the Peer Assistance Services Incorporated, to talk about drinking habits among adults in the U.S. and the 1 Degree public awareness campaign. So thank you both so much for being here today. This is definitely a very important topic to talk about. But first off, can you just tell us just a little bit more about Peer Assistance Services?
Sure, and thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
So Peer Assistance Services is a nonprofit based in Denver. Started in 1984, focused on prevention and intervention around substance use for health and mental health professionals.
Okay, how important is that here in Colorado as a whole, and then more specifically in Colorado Springs? Is it really that big of an issue?
Well, yeah. People are actually surprised to hear that about 1 in 4 adults in the United States drink alcohol in a way that is considered risky or unhealthy for their health or other areas of their life. So what seems like normal use can actually be impacting your life in ways that you might not realize.
Oh, wow.
And you know, we're having this conversation now about this, but a lot of people out there are kind of avoiding the conversation. They're not talking about it, which is not okay. So why do you think it's so important that we do have these conversations?
Well, and that's why we developed this 1 Degree public awareness campaign. It's something that's a common thing to use alcohol. We talk about it in our expert trainings, which is screening, brief intervention, about how it's a common thing that, you know, we use alcohol at birthdays and different celebrations, funerals. It's just something that's very common. And so it's also a very hard topic to talk about, though, with people that you care about. So we developed this campaign and app so that you can practice having those conversations.
Wow. That is really important.
Yeah.
And it is, you know, you don't think about it, but, you know, have a drink when you're happy, when you're celebrating, have a drink when you're down, have a drink if you can't go to sleep to help you relax. And it is true, like it's not, you slowly integrate it into your life until it's taking up a bigger portion. And then if you see that happening to your loved one, it's really hard to have that conversation. So where is that campaign available? Because you can download it, and it's available in Apple, Google Play, but it's also available on your website.
Yes, it's also on a website. So it's the 1 Degree Shift the Influence campaign. And we developed this campaign with Kognito Solutions, which is a health simulation company based out of New York. And yes, like you said, you can download it on your phones and go to the internet and to the website, which is shifttheinfluence.org. And you have the opportunity to practice 2 conversations where you role play a different character. So there are 2 conversations. One is with Donna, who is in her 40s. She's going through a divorce. She has 2 children. She's starting to use wine as a way to cope and get to sleep and just deal with all the stress of everything going on in her life. And so you role play her cousin Phil and just sit down and talk to her about her use with alcohol and how it might actually be negatively affecting her instead of positively, and give her some different ideas about what else she could do to manage her stress.
Wonderful.
These conversations are really relatable. Like, if you even see her, I mean, I feel like Donna's like my long lost aunt. So, like, I just feel like you already know her, and it really helps normalize these conversations and reduce even the stigma around just talking about alcohol and just, you know, just bringing it up in a casual way.